the Genesis simulation, the ultimate 100-day challenge. Starting off on difficulty 5 and single player settings turned off and only 1 life. What? That's insanity. At any point in any biome, there's death around every corner. I made some rules to ensure a challenge, as if there isn't one already. I have to kill Alpha Moeder by day 50 and Gamma Controller by day 100, and I have to do at least 10 missions from each biome. Whose idea was this? Well, at least I get to up the hex reward percentage by 0.5 per difficulty of every boss I kill. That should hopefully help me get some decent gear for day 100 and beyond. Well, let's not get ahead of myself. Hello, I'm Chaotic, and I started off this adventure in the most chaotic way I could, by accidentally starting off in the bog.
Welcome to the
No,
Genesis
Helena, let me, no, I don't care, there's raptors. Here we go.
Here we go.
Mint. Okay. Now that I survived that oops moment, I start gathering resources, but I nearly fall to my death and almost end this prematurely. After crafting some tools, I start making foundations to level up quick. I suddenly remember that there is a glitch on the east teleport that will double my experience gains and speed this process up. After grabbing the glitch, I continue to make foundations. After a few moments, I buy some hide, craft a raft, and place some storage, and head off to do Wave Race 64. I easily completed on Gamma, then Beta, and then farmed Alpha until the morning. I ended up getting a sexy mining drill, the ultimate tool for gathering, and I was extremely lucky to get this right off the hop. Day 2 rolls around and I start messing up, so I decided to cancel and carry on with gathering resources. This terrarium is a mint spot with both oil and metal to harvest. I'll need to build a couple forges to start smelting metal and to make the gas to run that mining drill. As I'm gathering wood, I see a whale stuck in the rocks. I craft a smithy, and after cooking up some gas, it's time to put this mining drill to work. Oh yeah! I then placed a storage box and continued to harvest. After filling up the storage box, I make a few deliveries to up top and decided this is just taking too damn long. I come up with a new plan. The superstructures transfer gun pulls from storage box to storage box. Yeah, this is a little bit cheap, but I am on a time limit here. I decided to buy some meat from Elena and craft a crossbow and some arrows. I get ambushed by an electrophorus and he decides I just wasn't worth it for some reason. Taming that stuck whale was easy peasy. I named her Willy. While making her a saddle, a megalodon decided it was a good time to come and say hi. Oh shit. Where'd I put those arrows? Working together to take down the megalodon wasn't going very well. Oh no. Does way more damage than Willy. So I put a saddle on her and showed her how to properly kill a megalodon. See, Willy, this is how we take down a shark. After that, we went on a bit of a killing spree while grabbing some glitches. I also bought my first pod, just to keep Willy safe. On day 3, I decided to get Willy some good experience by attempting the teeth underneath mission. After getting about halfway through, we started getting our asses kicked, so I ran away like General Grievous, but at least Willy gained a few levels. I decided I wanted to make an ocean platform base to be my first and main base, so I went to work gathering everything I needed for that. At the end of day 3, I found a 145 male Basilosaurus, and I begun to tame it, because we can't pass up a good thing. I eventually finished taming the Basilo on day 4 and carried on gathering materials for the platform. Once I had enough to make the platform, and after a small moment of struggle, I got it into place. Then I started to build an underwater gate wall to keep those nasty wild predators out. Finished building my wall by the morning of day 5. It's not the best looking build, but it'll keep those sharks and his other friends out. Now to build my cozy little house. I decided on a nice little wood center with a stone outside edge. Wood walls with stone corners and an open concept roof. The thatch I'm placing down as a placeholder until I get some greenhouse walls made. And then I added some stone pillars to make it pop. The morning of day 6, I moved all my stuff in and did some more gathering. I also begun breeding the whales, and then I built a fabricator. I named my high-level whale that I just tamed the day before Big Gaddy X. Yes, that was a spelling error, but I rolled with it. My first baby is born, and he's just almost perfect. I went out and I grabbed some pearls, and I may have had a close call with a fish swarm. Once I got back to base, I set up some electrical and a fridge, and I made some parachutes, grapples, bolas, gunpowder, and narcotics in preparation to go to the Arctic. Day 7 rolls around and I imprint my baby whale, and some more baby whales are born, and I do apologize, but I killed them for some easy experience. Round 2, the teeth underneath. The mission was going great, but I needed some air, so I headed to the terrarium, and there I discovered a very scary glitch. After completing the mission, I made an industrial grill and a feeding trough for all that extra meat. Plus, I started my jerky production. And then I got my fur gear in order. I made some ammo and a canteen and headed to do Locked and Loaded, in the hopes that I get a great long neck rifle. Day 8 came as I completed Locked and Loaded, and I got an okay long neck rifle. On the way back to base, I seen a 150 mag, and I'll have to tame that later as I'm currently a man on a mission. I made some simple rifle ammo, and then I went off to do Chasing the White Whale. I got nothing of real value other than some hex points, so I made up some trank darts, and I named my new whale Ricky. This is it, day 9. I teleport to the Arctic, and I had some immediate excitement, and he's so pretty. After getting away from that saber, I knock it out.
Wow, get good, chaotic.
Plenty of sheep for mutton, and lots of dangers around.
Tooth Aries, a Yudi. Sorry, bud.
I set up in a bad spot, which is nothing new.
See if this goes through.
Time to get an Anki into the trap. And oh shit, there's a theory in front of it.
I want to piss off the theory if I can help it.
I have a big brain moment and I grapple up the cliff face.
Here, bud. Fuck off. Ouch.
I get the Yankee into the trap and then I knock it out.
Oh. Saber's up. Oh, that's not a good sign.
I attempt to level up the saber, but it's a bit weak and it ends up getting its butt kicked by the Sarge. So I kite it to a mammoth. Problem instantly solved. I shove some berries up the Yankee's butt and then I proceed to go harvest the RG to heal up my saber.
Oh, he beat the Argent. Nice.
As I'm waiting around, I kill some things. Contemplate getting a mammoth versus a beaver.
Mammoth isn't much good in the ocean. Beaver would be better.
And then I kill some more things. As fate would have it, I see a Yudi that's low on health. I get brave. Bad things happen.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Come on. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. So much for that saber.
Now I'm trapped.
Please go away.
But it also turns out he's trapped.
Is he stuck?
So I parachute to safety and hope it stays stuck. Man. I find a 130 Doedicurus and I try to get it to follow me, but it's stubborn and it won't, so I decide to just knock it out. Then it decides to run to a Yudi.
There's a Yudi over there, bud. He suddenly became not worth it.
The Yankee tames and I call him Spanky.
Oh, he's up. Spanky? The Doedic won't die. He'll curl up in a ball. There he is. The Uterans fucks off.
As I stand there and contemplate how to finish taming the Dodicarus, suddenly, a Daedon chooses to become my friend. Well, sort of. But in the process of trying to knock him out, the Yudi comes back and rudely interrupts his tame as well.
The pig gonna go fight the fucking Yudi now? He is.
I get his attention and blast him into oblivion.
This gun is coming in handy. Where's my pig? Take you back to the trap. I would 100% ride around on a Daedon. Guy's a baller. Hard to kill. Should be.
I finish knocking out the pig, then I return to the Yudi that I killed moments ago and harvest his precious meat. Just then, an avalanche hits the pig, but not enough to really worry about.
It did hit the pig, but not bad.
The new Yudi is too close to the old Dodicarus, so I give up on getting that. The Daedon is tamed and I pick up the trap. I come across a low-level Dodicarus, knock it out, and when she is tamed, I name her Spike. I decide I want to do the race mission Saber Salam and get some crystals at the top of the mountain so I can upload them and download them in the ocean to take back to the base.
You got it!
I'm nearly at the top of the mountain by day 10, and it starts getting colder and colder, and soon I have to make a decision. Risk jumping off or freeze to death on this mountain. After landing, I do what I can to heal up and then head off to the frozen lake to search for beavers. I quickly locate two beavers, a pretty red and white one and a regular colored one, both of opposite genders. So I set up my trap and I get them in. I steal some paste when an angry beaver that was hiding in the bushes didn't like that. After they tame up, I pod them, pick up my trap, and teleport home.
Here we are.
I unfortunately have to swim this to get there, so I decide to jump off of the parachute to get a head start. Hey everybody, I survived! We made it back! Once I get back to base, I unpod my new friends and start crafting saddles. I name the Daedon Doug. The beavers I call Miss Canada and Canuck. I then take Spike down to gather a ton of stone, followed by taking out Canuck to gather some wood. Ricky is all fully grown up and imprinted, so it's time to go kill some turtles. I try to fix a glitch, but this electric forest did not appreciate my presence. Ow. Day 11, I took Spike down to gather some metal and a whole bunch of narco berries. Then I took Ricky to do teeth underneath for the first time, and he did it magnificently. I bought some crystal with hex points to craft some windows. And I bought a 20k loot crate. It gave me an industrial forge, place it outside and put it to work immediately. I then install my new windows, and they look gorgeous. I place down the dummy I got from the loot crate as well, and I call it Wilson. I take a moment to enjoy the view from my windows and my base, and it's so gorgeous here. I pick up the metal from the ground before it despawns. Oops. Day 12 comes as I'm gathering wood and I get caught in a whirlpool. Whee! I decided to breed my beavers. Though they were stubborn at first, they did find love in the heat of the moment.
There we go.
I then restock my supplies and set up my garden for crops. Miss Canuck is born. A Meg and a turtle battle it out on the way down for more resources.
It's a 135 megalodon, interesting.
After getting some resources, I decided to build a shark trap and tame that 135 and the 150 I seen earlier. Once the trap was done, I had to convince the shark to get into the trap.
Good kitty. I want to be your friend, okay? I want to be your friend. Got him.
Nice. Once in, I shot her from above until I knocked her out.
Down she goes.
I killed some babies for some prime meat. While I let her tame up, I went to look for that 150. Unfortunately, I never did find it. I finished the day off making some more gunpowder and ammo. Day 13 starts off great and I imprint Miss Canuck. I continue growing my ammo surplus. I start prepping to tame berries for kibble and to ride. I grab my trap and stock up on some much needed supplies, and I teleport to the bog. This place is the place I fear the second most. It isn't long before I find a low-level berry. I set up my trap, I kite it in, I get stuck for a moment, then I knock it out and kill some piranhas for fish meat to tame it. This place is very active, and I feel I'm probably going to die here. But I have good gear, and it seems to be handling everything this biome is literally throwing at me so far. As I'm waiting for the male to tame up, I see a low-level female. Tell myself, just run it into the trap, it'll be fine. It was fine, until I got stuck. She goes down, but I'm nervous as fuck from the constant attacks that the music scares me back onto Doug. Thankfully, it's just a false alarm. The male finally tames up. He gets to the generic kibble name, and I prepare to ride him around to look for dung beetles. Well, rest in peace, little guy. Female finally tames up, and there's another capra. Maybe I can kill it before it jumps. Alright, I gotta repair my gear before I die. I keep looking for another dung beetle. Eventually, I find one. Then I find another one. Alright, I got what I needed. It's time to head home. This place is going to give me a heart attack from all the stress. It's so nice to have a pocket berry now to swim home. There's another high-level shark at my base. Time to tame that one too. On the morning of day 14, she finally goes down. I let the berries get to know each other a little bit better, and I plant some seeds in the garden and craft some ACs for hatching. Gotta get busy. Blood bags are gonna be the most challenging thing that I need to get enough of, but it's a necessary thing to tame some bloodstalkers, and I really want a bloodstalker.
All right, what do we get?
The
for
Meg
stats
finally
here?
tames up, and after gathering some wood, heading back to base, I accidentally got off my beaver and was instantly attacked by another Electrophorus. Son of a bitch. It's all good though, because it ran away for some reason. But Ricky and I seek revenge. I named my new shark Bertha, and since she doesn't have any upgrades for stats, she'll make a fine addition to the battle shiver. The rest of the day was spent gathering much needed resources so I could build a chemistry bench. Day 15 was about the same, breeding, gathering, crafting things that I needed. I went to the terrarium to grind more flint and metal when I ran into my worst nightmare.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Thankfully, I seen him before he got me. I lured him outside, and then I came back in and got on Spike and took that son of a bitch out. After that, I spent the rest of the day hoarding and blood drawing. I decided to go and farm some black pearls so I could make a motorboat, and then I found and killed an alpha lead sickness. Day 16 started off with hunting for organic polymer and obsidian and imprinting a new berry, and then crafting and placing down the motorboat.
There we go.
I needed a lot of wood, so Miss Canuck and I went on a little trip. My imprinted berry finally grew up, and since he is no Goku, I called him Yamcha. On day 17, I killed some baby whales to gain some more easy experience. Then I built the greatest boat ever. This boat will be a multi-purpose as both a Meg taming boat and a travel boat, so not only does it have to work, it has to look good. So I started off by lowering the foundations, a great trick I learned from the great One Wing X. In fact, the floor design and cage are all his. I always give credit where credit is due. Once I got the floor and cage done, then begins putting up the walls and doors. I wanted to give this a really good look, so I went with a combo of stone and greenhouse with a thatch roof. Once everything was in place, all that was left to do was name her. I placed the sign, and I called her the Orca. At the very end of the day, I made some scissors, and by day 18, I proceeded to make some dye and give myself a long overdue haircut. I continued to drain more and more blood from myself, made some more kibble, and then I teleported to the bog with Yamcha. Things don't go as planned, because now I'm under the ground and Yamcha is fighting for his life. Thank fuck he lived and allowed me to mount him, or I would have been screwed. Now, to find some high-level berries while avoiding all this death. While here, I decided, let's do the bog rally race. I did Gamma all the way up through Alpha, managed to get a crossbow upgrade from Beta, got a nice spear fur chest and some other things from Alpha. After that, I noticed I fucked up.
Fuck. My trap was in there. Damn it. I potted him up and the trap's on the ground. Oh, lucky.
While I was healing Yamcha, Capro decided to say hi. Then this one wanted in on it too, and his friend. I hate the bog. It'll be the death of me of both in-game and real life. By day 19, I found this lovely 130 female. She's highly aggressive, a strong attribute I like in a lady. She beats me until I get the trap up and nearly kills poor Yamcha. But after I get the trap set up, she takes off, refusing to come back to the trap. Intelligence. Something else I admire in a lady. But after a few minutes, she decides maybe I am worth the risk and she follows me straight into the trap. I get stuck in there with her. But quickly, she realizes I'm not really stuck in there with her. She's stuck in there with me. After she's knocked out, I see a level 25 Moss Chops. Perfect for breeding up sacrifices for my future Bloodstalkers. Though, this Capro has other plans. Good thing that wasn't the one I wanted. After buying some rare mushrooms, I tamed him. The berry tamed up and her stats were just a massive disappointment.
Wow, what a ripoff.
Eventually though, I find and tame another low-level Moss Chops. And then after a little bit more searching, I find a high-level berry. Though, I had to save this one from Stegos. He wasn't very smart. But in the end, I succeeded. Tamed him up, potted him, and went home to start breeding my new Baryonyx army. Day 20. I decided to run Who Hid the Squid on Gamma. And while doing it, a Moza tried to ambush me, but he made a mistake. Dumbass. He got stuck.
Let's have a look.
Easy peasy. What the fuck?
We'll have another go.
I never even noticed that it failed. Damn. I had further difficulties grabbing this glitch. I then did Moza Proposal.
He's trapped in a bubble.
I found a high-level male shark, so it's a good opportunity to finally test the Orca. After having some difficulty, I got it into the trap.
Don't be doing this. Oh shit. No, 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 no.
Welcome to the Orca. Knocked it out. Completed Who Hit the Squid beta while I waited for the Meg to starve, and then I used the prime meat from the mission to tame the Megalodon. Days 21 through 23 were just spent breeding, and I know you guys do not need to see that. On the morning of day 24, as the sun was coming up, I decided to begin organizing my shiver of sharks and my army of berries to prepare them for mass leveling. I decided to do teeth underneath again. The first run was very successful. My minions gained a ton of levels. A little trick I learned. If you leave render, creatures will eat all food until full or there is no more food left instantly. I'll be using this trick a lot in order to get Doug to heal a lot faster over the coming 100 days. The berries were leveled good enough, so I potted them up, disabled gathering on the remaining Megs, and then set off to do this mission a few more times. Day 25, as I was getting near the end of the mission, I noticed a straggler Meg getting stun locked. That poor little bastard.
That ain't good.
As I tried to help it out, I got ambushed by a brave 132 so. It is truly a shame to see that thing die. I finished the mission and decided to try and do beta locked and loaded. Hopefully I'll get a decent long neck.
Pray, zero.
It was rough
Good on ya.
and no gun dropped. So I healed up and then killed it easily on Gamma and got a slight upgrade. I guess that's good enough. After a few rounds, I went back to base to make a feeding trough to put on the Orca. Look at that shady park job. Also, slipped in a few more rounds of blood draining.
Beyond.
Did teeth for some easy meat with Ricky to quickly heal up the shiver. Then set off to do locked and loaded a couple of more times. Still no upgrade.
With shitty durability. Fuck's sakes.
I healed my way into day 27. I decided to try my luck one last time,
Slow down. I should scan this.
but nothing but disappointment.
What a waste of fucking time. God damn it.
I headed home and set up for the volcanic. I poured it in with most of my berries ready to go, just in case. Thankfully, nothing around. Gathered up my berries and headed out to get baryonic saddles. While on my way there, I came across a 135 Exalo. Two Basilisks also
Get 'em,
had
boys.
to say hello. Their mistake. I get dug out and heal up some, come across some more friendly snakes, and I discover my whistle commands don't seem
All right,
to be
guys.
working on Magmasaurs. Well, I guess I'll just continue on to the mission terminal. Oh, my whistle isn't even working on the Brute Mag. Two high-level Rexes are currently blocking my path.
No.
Yamcha meets his end. Not Yamcha! Final stage of the fight. Not the best, not the worst. Better than nothing. That went easy enough. I considered doing beta.
To be honest, I probably could take beta.
Day 28 starts off with the 135 Exalo coming to say hi. I heal up, go to try to take on the beta hunt. It doesn't go well. He had the high ground.
Oh no. Oh no.
I decide Gamma is the safer option. I got thinking, I'm gonna tame that 150. It's too good of an opportunity to pass up. So I head home, get the supplies I need.
Air crabs.
Had a small snag on my way back. Once back, I began gathering the resources needed to build the outpost. Day 29. A Kentro has decided he didn't like me just on principle. Good thing my berries are nearby to change his mind. Once the outpost is finished, I prepare a trap for my quarry. And I begin my long process of getting her back and getting her in the trap.
Oh fuck. Jackie!
After accidentally sacrificing a berry
Oh,
to get
shit.
the Rex in the trap, I proceeded to knock her out. I ran out of darts, but that is nothing to worry about. I brought 400 and I left most of them in the terminal. And they're gone. I knew I left them there and it absolutely confused me. I guess they despawned either after a set time or whenever I teleported out of the biome. It was very highly disappointing. I teleport back to the ocean and make more darts. You see that right there? That's another Prolovia. I didn't even notice until I get back and the Rex is still where I left it. She goes down. Awesome. As I'm out getting prime meat and at the worst possible moment, another Prolovia. On the start of day 30, I decide to start working on Meg saddles and do one hell of a treasure hunt. The Rex finally tames up and she's got decent
Moment of
health.
truth.
I take her back to base, name her Georgie, and then I buy a couple more 20Ks. I complete Gamma, hide and seek, hoping to get a wreck saddle. The berry is slow, so I go back to base, get Ricky and the Orca, and I might have had some fun along the way. I do beta this time and complete it without difficulty. Still no wreck saddle though. Alright, let's do this on Alpha. Doesn't start off great, we get a whirlpool. Doesn't end great.
Shit,
We get a whirlpool and a jellyfish. Still no wreck saddle. Now where the fuck is Ricky?
I think Ricky is lost. There he is.
Ah, shit, another whirlpool. Round 4 to get a wreck saddle finishes off at the start of day 32. And not only did we get a wreck saddle,
Alright, got a decent wreck saddle out of that one. Fuck yeah.
after heading home, I buy another loot crate.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Boy, is this one a good one. I prepare to go back to the volcanic with Georgie. Head to the one and only one hell of a treasure hunt and begin to work my way through it.
Oh no!
I spend the next 2 days completing this mission and collecting quite a few meg saddles. I decided it was good enough for now and it's time to go home. I prepare for another bog trip, but this time it's for a bloodstalker, and we know how much I wanted a bloodstalker. Day 35 was completely spent raising the moss chop sacrifices and draining the rest of my blood. I was finally ready by the morning of day 36, and I'm absolutely both excited and terrified to do this. I teleport, with Georgie in hand, ready for whatever may come. I proceed with caution, always looking up. I've settled on this idea. Tame a low-level one first to make getting the high-level ones easier. It didn't go to plan.
Fuck me, what the hell happened there? Oh, you fucking kidding me?
I see a level 90 and decide it's better than nothing, to be honest.
Oh shit.
After taming her, I name her Yadu, as in you will do. I take Yadu on a victory lap before heading home. I finish off the day looking for Crystal in the ocean, and that's when I come across him.
Oh my. He looks exactly like the one I had on the Crystal Isles series.
By the time I return, it's now day 37, and I give him my one and only kibble and some cooked prime fish meat with a healthy dose of narcotics.
Okay. I'm gonna call this one James after my Patreon supporter. Thank you, bud, for your contributions.
After playing around with James, I go to the bog again, this time to tame a giant queen bee. After finally finding a nest and gathering some materials, I build a nice box around the hive. And then I bust that bitch open, at first with the crossbow, and then with my hatchet. I move the ramp up to her, and jump up and tame her. Day 38 was a breeding day. I get working on an entire shiver of megalodons. Now that I have a working nanny, she will imprint them for me. After I have enough megs for Motor, I go on a harvest spree for metal, and by day 39, I start making more darts and set off to the volcanic once again. But as I start teleporting, I remember that I forgot to grab my gear. I don't feel like cooking to death at this point, so I do some fancy flying to get my stuff.
That wasn't flying, that was falling with style.
I took a look around for some allos, rexes, and glitches, and all I found were glitches. So I went to work on farming better megalodon saddles. I did one hell of a treasure hunt over and over and over and over and over again until day 41. I grabbed my loot and then I went home.
The chances are there's two 140 itchies, male and female, stuck on each other.
This is an opportunity too good to miss. And then I ignored it. I spent the rest of the day equipping my megs with their saddles and organizing them. I went AFK for just a couple minutes to find my megs
Oh, for
under
fuck's sakes.
attack when I got back. I lost one. Oh well. Time to heal up the remaining megs. Fun fact, if you use a heal on a Daedon out of the water, then jump in, it'll keep healing the Megalodons in the water. Day 42 was the beginning of the very long process of leveling up 29 sharks. Start, grab, try not to drown, finish, heal, and repeat. This is my rotation until these guys are leveled. But things don't always go to plan. By day 43, my sharks start getting lost or separated. So, in past me's words,
I'm gonna change this up. Maybe only take 2 or 3 down. They're at least mate bonused. Then I at least get a small pack bonus plus the mate bonus, which would be a good way to do it.
taking 2 down was a success. So, I rolled with it. After a while, I got bored and jumped in voice chat with some buds.
Tired.
You may or may not know.
And they gotta go to work tomorrow. Great.
I took leave tomorrow.
Nice. Natural's being smart.
Somewhat.
He's the smartest South African I've ever met. After a while of shooting the shit, I stopped paying attention.
I don't need it, but it does make things a lot easier.
I mean, I had made boosted oxalotls. They came in very handy.
Well, I get the mate bonus, plus I get a bit of the pack bonus. Shit! That is a jellyfish.
Jellyfish, man. But they actually have a purpose with biotoxins.
Yeah.
The eels, on the other hand,
Give me a face.
Oh
There
shit,
we go.
shit, 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 shit,
they
shit!
true phosphorus.
This mission is over.
How
The
fuck
eels
does that
you can
thing not
actually-
dead? You just slice through its fucking neck. That's the one
I tenderized its height.
thing. Yeah.
Now I deal more damage. I believe like 30% increased damage, which is a lot.
This ain't good. Okay, I'm out.
Oh, damn.
Die, chaotic.
Damn. Whoa.
I might die here.
Uh-oh.
Scream it so we can at least see it happen.
No! No, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to remember what I got in my fucking inventory, and I don't think I got anything.
Alright, is anyone still watching or?
I see something on your hotbar.
God, it's almost dead. I got arrows.
Alright. Should I fight Angry Monkey?
One of my sharks is out. Both my sharks are out. I'm alive.
Oh yeah.
Well, after that excitement, I killed the jelly and carried on with leveling with a little bit more caution.
The cast.
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Tucson.
You called it.
So, I set off to tame that Tuso.
He's got him.
It went surprisingly well.
Haha!
I continued with my long journey of leveling up these sharks. At this point, I had to quit or lose Bertha. She's not worth having or losing at this point.
The hexagon
Day
extends.
46, I went back to base. I bought a couple of more 20Ks, and I got mostly ammo and junk. I also started using the Tuso to gather my meat, and to level him some. For the upcoming boss fight, I'll need all the help I can get to take down Moeder all the way to Alpha. Day 47, with only a few more days left until day 50, I decided to start cutting corners and only leveling sharks to whatever they end up with after one trip through the mission. This risky cut isn't even guaranteed, as some sharks don't even get that, further putting myself at risk of death later on. To add to more problems, I lost a couple of sharks during this process, so I have to go in with 26 sharks instead of 30. But deadlines need to be kept, and that's the fun part. If I misjudge the time it takes, it just adds more danger to the encounters. Day 49. Ready or not, Moeder, here I come. Get my army out and prepare for Gamma. And suddenly I hear thunder rolling from outside my window.
There's a massive thunderstorm rolling in.
I have got to get the fuck off. So I'm gonna not fuck around with them. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. When I get back on after the storm and start getting ready to go in, I notice some runaways at the top of the cave. After getting everyone set up and in place, it's time. Are you ready? I forgot that James was on my shoulder, and I hoped to all hell he would come with me, but in the end, he didn't. Now, it's not only a race to kill Moeder, but it's also a race to get the hell out and get James before he drowns. I start the fight off by getting to Ricky and whistling the megs off him to proceed and attack the baby eels. Once down, Moeder pops out and takes me on herself. I repeat this process until she dies. Now, time to check my loot and rescue James. You're drowning. There you go. After some quick preparation, I go in for beta.
Mastered the ocean. You did it! Moeder is no more.
I fucked up, I know it's true. Okay, so I beat the bosses, but I completely forgot to record killing Alpha Moeder. I don't know how I did it, I just know I did it. And I know those fucking heads aren't loading in, but it does look good. We gotta kill him again, because it has to be done on cam. Okay, time to get to work and kill her again, just for you guys. On day 51, I assess my losses and determine what I need to do. I've lost 3 megs, so now I need to raise up and level some new ones. I get the original megs out to heal them up. As I'm out gathering meat for babies, I find a 140 donkey. Interesting. I grab him with the Tuso and take him back to base. I use a little fuckery to get it stuck between worlds, where I can easily trank him out. Took most of the day to get him out because, you know, he's an ex-donkey, but success is made by never giving up. By the end of day 51, I begin starting to expand the base. I'm gonna need a lot more room if I want to start breeding Rexes for Master Controller. On day 52, the donkey tames up and I name him Jeff. Jeff's got skills for chewing up rocks in the ocean. I continue expanding the platform and start the process of building up a new water pen. By the end of the day, my first new boss mag is fully grown up. Day 53, I started leveling the new boss mag, healed up the veterans, and hunted for resources.
Ducks are outsmarting me. There he goes.
And I may have nearly drowned. Oh shit. Not good. Oh no. I'm dumb. Come on, stay alive. Oh, fuck. After some quick leveling of the replacement sharks, I heal up and prepare to fight Moeder once again. On day 54, I teleport in, kill his babies, attack him, rinse and repeat.
Moeder looks hungry. We're making progress. Moeder is definitely wounded.
Ow. Ouch.
Hungry for us. Strength. Moeder is hurting. She's not done yet. Comes Moeder. Brace yourself.
Down, baby, again. Yeah, Moeder, sorry I had to come back and kick your ass again, but now I need to get on to the real objective, the Master Controller. I'm gonna need to tame a lot more Rexes in order to get a breeding army for the boss. And I'm also gonna need some allos for missions. The best way to do that is to get a better long neck rifle. I managed to get a decent upgrade this time, but I prefer one if it was even better than that. After a couple of rounds,
That's what I call a hunt.
it's time to turn up the heat.
One.
I do it on Alpha. And it sort of paid off. I did get an upgrade.
That's what I
It's not what I wanted, but it's good enough. I then bought a couple of 35k loot
Let's do
crates.
this again.
I got a really
bad
good
sword.
sword, a Daedon chibi, a pretty good Baslo saddle, And by the end of the day, I went back to base and started organizing my gear. Day 56 rolls around and I wanted to craft some shocking trank darts. I quickly learned that I had no regular trank darts at base. I was also low on biotoxin, so I set off to hunt for more jellyfish. After I got back, I crafted darts and an industrial cooker, then made some kibble the easy way. I was getting sick of farming for pearls the hard way, so I figured I would tame my first ever
Megalodon's 140.
anglerfish. And after some searching,
Holy
I
fuck,
found a
with high melee
130
too.
and a high melee meg. So I net them both and proceed to knock out the angler. And after
down.
he goes down, I knock out the meg.
Bam.
While I was waiting around, my worst nightmare returned.
Oh, fuck. That's something I don't want to get hit by.
I let myself get distracted in the depths and I start drowning. Panic ensues.
Oh, shit.
Oh no. Oh no. The anglerfish tames up at the start of day 57. The meg tames up shortly
32
after.
and 32
I had
health,
some
32
very bad luck on its stat rolls, though,
supposed
which
to
is
be 40.
unfortunate. I went home and prepared to go to the volcanic to tame X Allos and X
30
Rexes.
Here we go.
While there, I set up a generator fridge at my outpost. There's a 130 Allo outside the outpost, so I net gun it, place my trap, and the bastard escapes. I chase it down and determine, well, it had crap stats anyways, it's not worth my time, and I kill it.
The fuck is that?
I found a better Allo quick enough. It's easy to trap and knock out with the net gun. As I was looking around waiting for the Allo to tame, I nearly got sniped out of the
Whoa,
sky
fuck.
by a Magmasaur.
35, 34, not bad.
Day 58, I finally found another X-Rex, and it's a 145 female. I quickly set up a trap and convinced her to go in.
You gonna stop just before the trap to roar? You shithead.
I just want you to know, I'm probably gonna feed you your brother over there, okay? Should be a down.
I've decided I'm gonna keep your brother alive over there. For much darker reasons.
I proceed to chase down and trank the male. I snag an RG midair for the prime. I find another Allo female, junk. And the same with this 140 Allo male. This 130 male Allo isn't too bad, so I decide to tame it. There are a lot of Allos here, so I decide to try and knock it out freehand. The struggle to knock it out is real, but I do succeed in the end. I also find a 145 female not too far away, so I decide to net and trap it this time. They're both up and tamed by day 59, and I carry on looking for more. I see a Rex near the top of the volcano, and as I try to find a place to get off Yadu, I slip and fall into its jaws. I quickly jump off the mountain without thinking. I whistle follow on Yadu. And then I quickly realize and hope to all hell that wasn't a dumb decision. As I'm floating down, the Magmasaurs try to snipe me.
Oh man, can't believe I fucked that up. Bye, Yada. You're my friend. Yado, no!
After I land far, far, far away, I teleport home and have a swim of shame. Back at base, I set up and start breeding. Move the hatchery and the air conditioners, and with Yadu dead, I'm gonna need more blood. Day 60. Now begins the long process of breeding. I'll need to combine the stats to start mutations and to breed up some mission runners for both the Rexes and Allos. I'm not going to go over the whole process here. If you want to learn how to breed, I have a breeding guide and you can check it out here. I slowly close up the hole in my platform. I need some more space. I hatch up some Rexes and carried on with water pen upgrades. I took down the old shark trap as it's no longer needed anymore. I set up a load up mannequin that I got from a loot crate just for fun. I then potted up some of the Shiver, and the rest of them I took to go farm some hex points from Alpha chasing the white whale. This will be the first of many attempts to hopefully get good gear from the hex store for the Master Controller fight. I then buy a couple 35Ks and I get nothing of real value because the RNG on Genesis sucks. Day 61 starts off with me killing the white whale again. I log in and find that Wildcard released a patch that fixed the glitches. I got over 7,000 seconds of 2x experience at once when I logged in. It's just insane, man. I then proceed to run the white whale again because I've got nothing better to do. I get sick of it and I head back home and continue breeding for stats. I set out to gather pearls with the anglerfish for the first time.
That's so much
and
nicer.
It's awesome! I then go out hunting for polymers so I can craft and place an egg incubator. These things make breeding quicker and easier because it shows you the stats before you even hatch the eggs. I got my first stats F and M allos shortly after that. I then bought a few 20Ks and I got a couple of good things. I'm still draining more blood. And I also took the donkey for a small swim to gather stone. I was still gathering stone and metal on the morning of day 62. After returning home, I continued on building the water pen. I then had to take Miss Canuck for a ride and gathered 80 ton worth of wood and berries from the hide and sink island, so I could finish building this water pen expansion. Day 63 had more blood draining, building, breeding, and organizing of creatures around the base. By the end of the day, I started going to overdrive on blood packs, using healing brews to keep the blood flowing, only breaking to check eggs. Day 64 wasn't much different, but I did hit my goal of 1,000 blood packs, and I got my first mutation.
17, 17, 17, 19. It's a health mutation! Out of mail!
Fuck yeah, we got a health mutation. On day 65, I kept looking for mutations and I upgraded the storage system a bit. I did some dino cleanup so I could have some extra space, and I set up loadout mannequins for easy swap and storage for gear. The morning of day 66, I had a guest wandering around.
Walking up on my joint like you owned it.
I continued to look for mutations. I teleported to the bog after a while and I built an outpost. While doing that, I seen a 150 Daedon and I just couldn't resist. After cranking them out, I continued on with building. After the Daedon tames up, I name him Digger. So now I have Doug and Dig. Cheesy, I know. I then teleported home to get my other supplies. While there, on the 67th day, I looked for more mutations. After that, I grab my blood packs and head back to the bog. I deposit my taming goods in the fridge and realize I forgot the moss chops. I have to teleport back to the ocean and get the moss chops. And then teleport back again. Okay, I'm finally ready. I feel like we have already done this.
Oh, déjà vu.
Wandering through the bog with the Rex always looking up. After jumping from a cliff, I see a 140 Bloodstalker on a low-hanging root.
Stucker, 85, 140.
I take cover behind a rock face, but I keep getting picked up by unseen Bloodstalkers. I kill off the ones that I can see and anything else that's around that could be a distraction. Now that everything is good, there is a process to this. You first gotta let it pick you up and eat you for a bite or two. Then escape. Feed it your tames until it's at 100% taming effectiveness, then let it pick you up and drain the blood packs out of your inventory until it's tamed.
Here we go. No, 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 no! Oh, fuck!
That was a very close call. I completely forgot that it didn't pick me up anymore after taming, and that nearly costed me. But at least now we have another Bloodstalker, and this should be easy to find a mate. I find a 140 female all the way up, but she's in a really bad spot, and I can't tame her with full taming effectiveness from where she is. So I just leave her there. I get picked off and fall. By the time I get to the ground, my Bloodstalker is under attack. I rush in as fast as I can to help. Go fuck off! No, 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 no! Holy fucking Jesus Christ. Saved you just in time. After a while, I settle on this 95 female and I tame her up. I return to base to find out it took me way too long and my hatchery got full. I do a small amount of expansion. Day 69. It was spent looking for the next mutations and breeding my newest Bloodstalker to ride on. I called him Spiderling. On day 70, I went to do white whale again, and I got caught in a whirlpool for a moment. Oh shit.
Fancy a hunt, Survivor? Slow down. I should scan this. Let's have a look. Scanner active.
After killing it a couple more times, I bought a bunch of 20Ks, and all I got for an upgrade was a Basilo saddle. This RNG is starting to kill my spirits. I press on looking for more mutations though. Spiderling is now all grown up, and so I kill some baby Rexes to level up. And again, I apologize. Day 71. Kill the white whale one more time. Then it's time. I head to the Arctic to do the 10 missions required for this challenge. I start off with Dearly Departed on Gamma, and after completing that, I find a 140 Daedon with sick blue and red colors. You bet your bottom dollar I'm taming that. Oh yeah. Once the Daedon tames, I head back to the terminal, but then I get ambushed by a rock element. I quickly throw out some aloes to bleed it down, and it turns out you can bleed stones. On the morning of day 72, I finished beta Dearly Departed, and I only lost 2 aloes in the final portion of the fight. On the way back to the terminal, I found another 145 Daedon. I knocked her out, and then I tamed her up as well. I then potted up the troops and headed to do Saber Salam on Gamma, Beta, and Alpha for 3 easy mission credits. When I finished racing, I headed to check on a pretty red and white XUD I seen during the race. It has good stamina, so I decided to tame it for a future line for mission and boss UDs. After I neck gunned it, a Calicatherium decided I was in its personal bubble, and by the time I got that sorted, the XUD jumped off the cliff into another dimension, never to be seen again. I found a mammoth stuck in the ice, and some other things. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, hi.
Also, I noticed something very concerning. No fish.
No fish.
No fish means no water taming. That's unfortunate.
There's no fucking fish.
I grabbed some more glitches and I head off to do Rhino 500 on Gamma, then Beta, and finally Alpha. I grab more glitches until the morning of day 73. Then I start the mission Search the Frozone, and I discover nothing is spawning in the cave, making an easy start for the mission because I do not have to deal with the bears. But that also has a downside, meaning I cannot tame a Ferox here later. After scouring the cave and grabbing what I need, I head to the lake. Good thing I brought a scuba tank. Next is the thawed waterway, and finally the eastern slope. I spend a lot of time looking for the last 2 glitches I need in the area to get my 10th mission completion. Still need 2 fucking more. God damn it. I noticed early on in the 100 days that the glitch counter was glitched and only required 1 glitch for it to count towards the final test, but I'm going to ignore that and require myself to find all glitches in a biome for it to count as a mission objective. I opt to do Mammoths on Parade instead since time is ticking away and I can't seem to find those 2 last glitches. There's a 150X Yui at the terminal. I don't want to kill her, she has good base. So I neck gun her hoping to leave her there until after the mission. But this Ferox has other plans. By the time I deal with the Ferox and start the mission, she is free and very angry at me. I have no other choice. I kite her far, far away, and after a long struggle, I finally get her down. After that, I went off to complete the mission. But it failed just like the squid mission earlier, and I also didn't notice. I tried to tame a red Ferox, but he kamikazed straight into a rhino. Rest in peace, little guy. The XUD tamed up, and it has great stats. So I head back to base to look for more mutations, and I buy more loot crates. I got a grinder. Nice. Alright, the rest of the day went into breeding, sorting items, and more breeding. Day 75 is a trip back to the fog, this time to finish my 10 mission requirement. First up is King of the Swing. I do it on Gamma, then Beta, and finally Alpha. Then I'm off to complete Cheaper by the Pack. And after a few rounds of Dodo Ball, I am finally done with the Bog mission. I go back to base for some more breeding. I also finished replacing the old gate wall. Day 76 was a complete breeding day. Yay! On day 77, I logged out to speed up the mating times. I'm not going to get enough mutations by day 100 for the controller at this point. With this cut in mating time, I no longer need multiple females, as 1 female will mate much faster than 6. I also began looking for Bloodstalker mutations and continued on with breeding for other mutations until day 78, where I killed White Whale 1 more time, and then I decided to farm Who Hid the Squid for a chance at getting decent gloves for the boss fight. I bounced back and forth doing missions and breeding until day 80, when I bought some 35k loot crates, and I finally got that upgraded long neck rifle I no longer need. But I also got a tech generator, and this will soon come in handy, but at this moment I don't use it. Day 81, I failed another mission. It should have been successful, and I finally noticed this is happening. What do you mean I failed? Later on, I bought a crate that produced me an amazing compound bow. Needless to say, but I was excited. Fuck yeah! Look at that compound bow, bitches! It's getting near to the end of day 81, and it's time. The volcanic objectives must be completed. I poured in, and I start grabbing glitches as I'm moving to the first mission. Dead Heat Gamma is an easy... Never mind. It's a deadly race of luck after completing it on Beta and finally Alpha. It's off to the mission, gotta go fast. The volcano sounds like it might blow, so I opt to go to a safer distance when an old friend says hi unexpectedly. Whoa, you super fucking Perluvia, holy shit. Things calm down with no eruptions, so I clear up the area before I start the race. After clearing Gamma, Beta, and Alpha, I was collecting some glitches when I happened to notice a volcano was going on. So I head off to do Out of the Frying Pan on Alpha. This is one of the more difficult missions as it takes you inside the volcano, and it's best to do it after the volcano goes off. Then you know you have some time to complete it. Like hide and seek, you have to gather orbs before moving on to the next part. This mission drops a pump action shotgun, and I need one for master controllers. But it's a very difficult mission to complete. Inside the volcano, there are plenty of dangers. Rock elementals, magmasaurs, insects everywhere, and a very low completion time on Alpha. I quickly find myself running out of time, and with missions kicking you off your ride when you fail or complete, I can't risk going for the clutch. I land safely and cancel, and I've lost my nerve, and I finished my last needed volcanic mission doing Gamma King Slave. Oh god, no. After which, trying to confirm I had my 10 mission requirements, a sudden ninja assassin sneaks up on me.
Oh, fuck. Where'd you come from?
I decide the pump shotgun is not worth it right now. I go back to breeding and farming hex points to hopefully get a shotgun from loot crates. It's day 82 and time is pushing closer to day 100.
Damn.
My Rexes,
Why
though
are you
they're nowhere
levitating up
near
there?
done mutating,
James, get
still
down.
need saddles. I head to hide and sink to farm the crap out of it. My first run produces 4 saddles though. They're not the greatest saddles, but it's a good start. I will need 19 saddles with at least 70 armor. For the next few days, it's pretty much just breeding and more hide and sink. Nothing really happened other than a whirlpool spawned on top of me as I went to collect a beacon.
Oh,
Turns out it saved me from a
Fuck
hidden
off.
sea scorpion. I carry on breeding and farming for Rex saddles. Day 85, I bred up a new Baslo to level into speed to do hide and sink a little bit faster. I call her Speed X. After some more missions and mutations on day 86, I finally used the tech generator that I got a few days back from the loot crate, and I use it to power my base. I also start setting up vaults to start saving eggs for leveling my boss Rexes when I get them growing. All while doing
That's
more
why I
hide and
pulled right
sink
off together.
and breeding. Day 87 is a trip back to the Arctic with 3 goals in mind. First off, I need to get that last mission I thought I already completed. You know, that one that I failed and didn't realize it at the time? The second goal is that I need to get a male Yudi so I can make an imprinted Yudi for the boss fight. And the final goal is to tame a Ferox so I can have the insulation buff to help survive in the lunar. As I teleport in, I notice there's a 145 mammoth. I figured, well, I may as well tame it. After he goes down, I give him some kibble and I head off. I quickly come across a 135 male Yudi and I begin to crank him out. After a slight error in judgment,
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I don't know what the fuck I did there. I thought I hit E for some reason.
I do find him again, net him in place, and try to finish cranking him before he runs again.
Punch that motherfucker and he'd be out. There he is.
Now that the first objective is done, I carry on with the next. I head back to the Ferox cave to see if they started spawning there yet. I was disappointed.
Still nothing in this cave.
I head off to the lake to do some ice fishing for that easy mission completion. I really hate fishing in this game, and I wish that they would fix that. Make it better. TLC, wildcard, do it! I pick up my mammoth, and it turned out great.
Big guy.
I quickly find a 125 Ferox in the blizzard area.
Oh, not good, not good, not good, not good. Fuck no. No!
After some struggle and setbacks, I have to resort to using my Rexes for cover.
Rip Spiderling.
I start to notice I'm running out of element faster than I'm going to tame them. On day 88, I feed him my last piece and hope for a miracle.
Come again.
Oh man, that is so close. But I'm out of points too and I can't buy anymore. My only option is to go back to base. After a long swim of shame again,
Why did I have to lose another Bloodstalker?
I grab my element from my generator and teleport back with a fresh Bloodstalker. I've returned to what I feared would happen.
No, fuck off. Is he in the ground?
I settle on this level 20 male due to the lack of element I have remaining.
Holy fuck, I didn't think that was ever gonna happen.
I return to collect my male Yudi and teleport home. I call my Ferox Gizmo. Isn't he the cutest? After more hide and sink runs and some more breeding, I grind up my more useless hazards so I can repair my good pieces. After some preparation, I head to the dreaded lunar by the afternoon of day 90. I need to complete those last 10 missions. This biome has the most danger and some of the hardest missions to complete. My gear and Gizmo seem to be handling the drastic temperatures fine, but I noticed my Bloodstalker is taking damage constantly. This is a concern I have to keep in mind so it doesn't get to the point of eating me. I head to my usual cave I like to hide in so I can see if that stops the damage. I pot it up, throw it back out, and it's still taking damage. I also notice there's no spawns in this cave either. So much for grabbing a light pet. I really wanted a feather light. I was gonna name it Summer after my one Patreon, and I could also use it to fight the Reaper missions just a little bit easier. Okay, well, no point in freaking out too much, and I'll just deal with it. First up is the race mission, Tokyo Skip. There are lots of things that want to kill you in this biome, so I have to clear the terminals as a precaution. As I start the mission, I hear a familiar sound of death. Thankfully, they are going in an upwards direction. I continue on with caution. I have to be careful around these veins. They will kill Gizmo in one tick of damage. I complete the mission on Gamma and try on Beta. I struggle with the controls, but I succeed, even if barely.
4, 3, 2.
Do we get a victory lap?
I then move on to Space Jam, clear the area, and put Gizmo away so I can throw the bulk dog. My nerves start affecting my ability to play. I struggle even with this simple game. Even under constant distractions, I completed on Gamma. And on Beta, I end up getting a little frustrated, so I quit to do something else.
God damn, am I ever fucking sucking? Fuck. I have a fucking technique. Why can I not remember it? Why can't I remember anything about this fucking biome? Am I that fucking scared? I'm that worried about dying to a meteor shower? You know what? Easier missions out there to do.
I start Gamma, a Captain's Conquest, to hear my favorite sound again. Coming down right where I was. My nervousness has saved me. After determining I was safe from the ice storm, I continued on to slay a space whale. My super bow is just devastating to the giant. Comments are coming down closer than I ever would be comfortable with. Thankfully, the mission is moving me away from the blast zone. I obliterate the space whale and quickly dispatch his minions.
That's what I call it.
Now it's time to take down the King of the Moon. This massive enraged Tech Rex puts up a strong fight, but in the end, I put down the King. On to the next mission. Don't fear the Reaper King. God, man, who made up these mission names? There's too many damn kings. I clear up the area and heal up knowing I'm in for a challenge with no light pet. On a mission that spawns a lot of Reapers.
It's a retreat.
Like one hell of a treasure hunt, you have to go from checkpoint to checkpoint.
Never is.
And fight waves of creatures. This one is extra long and difficult with no light pet to make the Reapers weak to my attacks. This mission becomes even more deadly when a wild surface Reaper King appears. After backing up, I notice the big guy is not following me up here with his mini counterpart. The little one falls and I decided to follow it down. Hope that Reaper King stays where the hell it is. Success! I'm free of its terror and I'm able to keep pressing on with the mission. My gear is starting to take a beating and I'm running out of time. I can't hang out in this deadly place for much longer. I enter the cave to bring down its weakened king. I start attacking, but I'm doing next to nothing. After scanning with Helena, I determine it's not a battle I'm gonna win with the Rex. I retreat and pull out reinforcements. I charge in, and it's still a tough battle, and it extends into day 92. Finally, victory. But it's not over yet. I must retrieve its pheromones and reach the final checkpoint. Success! One more mission down. I got a nice amount of tech boots, and I can use them. I gather my forces and set off to boldly go. The most deadly part of this mission is right at the start. I have to be careful not to step into the trench or I will lose.
No, Gizmo.
Without Gizmo, this is gonna be rough.
Fucker.
The extreme cold and heat will kill me quickly. I have to work fast. Oh no. I'll have to hide from this comet storm under this asteroid. One hit and it'll be instant death. After the storm passes, I complete the mission. And with no Ferox and broken gear, I'm forced to retreat with 3 missions still left to complete.
Activated.
I teleport home.
Coordinates confirmed. Teleport complete.
Did you seriously not bring my Bloodstalker, Helena?
8 days left until I have to fight Master Controller. 8 hours of real playtime. I don't have enough time to finish my mutations, prepare an army, go back to the Arctic, tame a new Ferox so I can complete the remaining mission objectives in the Lunar. This is not good. I decide to opt out of the 3 remaining missions in the Lunar. I did good. Better than I thought I ever would. My main focus now is finishing my breeding lines with a couple more mutations and combining the stats, then breeding an army while also getting the remaining saddles I need. My boss beauties are born on day 93, and I call them Green Knight 1 and 2. Day 94, I got the last of the Rex saddles I needed. I also worked on getting the last missions I need done to unlock the boss.
Pray.
Day 95, I placed a new ocean platform to be my boss teleport location, and I get to work on filling it in. I build a hatchery to eat baby Rexes to level the army. Day 96. At this point, I'm starting to worry. I'm not going to get this last mutation in time. It's been 2 days since my last mutation, and I got stubborn just wanting one more. I decide to get a male growing so I can have it mate with the female to double the egg production, or at the very least have it mate to make the boss army. To be honest, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm a scared, worried man. Master Controller is a tough boss when you have the best of the best, let alone the junk I've managed to scavenge so far. I changed over to look for HP mutations, and I get it right away. My Green Knights are finally grown up, so I grab a saddle and put my hatchery to work. I do apologize again, but I'm about to kill a crap ton of babies. I did Who Hid the Squid one final time and brought the Meg army home. Day 97. I finally got my last melee mutation I need, but unfortunately it's a female and I'll have to grow it up and breed until I get a male in order to combine the stats. I make one final purchase of a 35k loot crate, hoping to get a better pump shotgun, or maybe even a Rex saddle blueprint, and wow, that's fucking useful. That is a fucking Allosaurus saddle, man. Why the hell wasn't that the blueprint? Oh, Goma! I started building a bridge to the boss platform. Day 98, I respec for the boss fight and start organizing my best combat gear and the required items I need to take in with me, so it's ready to go. I also use my mammoth to collect a ton of berries, and then I teach it how to fly. I then craft out a new loadout mannequin to hold my boss gear and all the items I need for the boss fight. And all that's left to do is breed up and level the army. I got my melee mutation male to breed with my health mutation female. I also happen upon my 9th melee mutation. Too bad she's female, and I've got no use for her now. Day 99. I had so little to do that I just ended up fishing until my Rexes grew up. But once they were grown, it wasn't long for the eggs to start pouring in. I'll need 19 Rexes as equally spaced in gender as possible. They were finally all grown up by day 100. Now, at this point here, I figured I wasn't gonna get these guys both leveled and healed before the end of the day. I missed 2 days worth of getting things done because of that motor incident. So, I was kind of okay if I went over by a day or two. After leveling the Rexes with all of those poor babies and healing with the Daedons, I wasn't ready until day 102. To say I was nervous would be an understatement, but this is what everything was leading to, and I'm excited to see this through. Before we go in, I would like to take a moment and thank you for watching this far. You are awesome. Now, are you ready? The first 3 stages are easy. I buff up and let the Rexes loose on aggressive, and then I pick up the keys dropped by the enemy. Since it's a single player, there's no cap on how many I can carry, so it's just run around and get them all, and activate the terminal and teleport to the next platform.
That's enough.
Bitch. Stage 2 is the same as 1, and just as easy. I take the early chatter as an opportunity to buff the squad, and prepare to do it all over again. Super easy so far.
Please, I'll start hacking this telephone.
Stage 3. Once teleported in, I buff again, collect the keys, try to avoid death by Gigas. Whoa, Gigas. And put the keys in the terminal, and port over to the final stage. This final round is by far the hardest part of this fight. You can only pick up 20 keys at a time, and it will require 40 total to deactivate his shield so I can damage him. He can only take so much damage before he activates the shield again. I must both be fast and precise, because the enemies will never stop spawning. Also, he will attack with laser beams from his eyes, and I have to try and avoid them as he will stun me, and when I'm stunned, I'm very vulnerable to everything around me. Everything is going smoothly as I gather the first 20 keys and insert them into the terminal. I get the next 20 keys without a problem. His shields drop and I unload everything into him. His shields are back up and it's time for 20 more keys. My chest piece breaks, and I insert the keys with the creatures heading my way. I jump on Green Knight and ride him to safety. I take a moment to change my gear. And I start gathering keys as the chaos unfolds around me. A Reaper spawns right in front of me, sending me into a moment of panic. I deposit the keys again and begin round 2 of Pin the Tail to the Donkey.
How close? How?
He takes more damage this round and gives me a boost of confidence. That Green Knight falls, stripping me of that confidence immediately. I grab the 20 keys, and I lose my first Rex on the way to the terminal. This is starting to get bad fast. I get the next 20 keys with extreme haste, and I run and gun as I'm being chased by a Reaper. My gear is starting to break again. His shields go up again. One more round, 40 keys left to collect.
Survival. You are doomed.
I probably am.
What, doomed to be drawn on and on and on? Ugh, I hope.
Rexes are bleeding profusely.
Why are you laughing? We're the ones winning around here.
I get my next 20 keys and I make a break for the terminal. Another Rex goes down as I reach it. After momentarily getting stunned, I run as hard as I can to get the last 20 keys. Rexes are now dying left and right.
Corrupted avatars. We've got to get past them.
Nine, 8. I got the last of the keys and I need to get to that terminal. I ignore everything. It's it, now or never.
Gotta beat those corrupted avatars.
His shields go down. Another Rex dies, and I'm firing into him. Yes! I fucking did it! Hardcore! 100 days! Holy fuck! I did it, but there's still more work to be done. If you want to see me try to take down the beta controller, hit that like button. If I get 5,000 likes, I'll work on day 103 to 200 to kill the beta controller. Thanks for watching, and if you're wanting more chaotic content, check out the Ultimate March series right here. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!